Hi y'all. We're gonna see y'all do. We're gonna show you some sawing. My friends over here want some boards sawed, so we're gonna watch them. We're gonna check some action of sawing.
Yeah. Well, there you go. Got it.
So hi, my friend. What we
Hey, what are we sawing? I'm making raised beds, garden beds.
Garden beds for
Raised beds.
Raised beds.
They're called raised bed garden beds. So thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay, you have to speak up for the camera. I'm not putting you in the face.
Okay.
My girlfriend don't like to be seen.
And I don't like to be seen.
So tell us what we're doing.
I'm building raised beds to plant my
Raised garden bed.
Raised garden beds, yes.
Ah,
Yeah.
I got to do
It's just as
everything.
cheap for me to do it. See?
yeah.
Put it together. All I gotta do is screw the ends together.
Oh, and what kind of boards are these?
Well, now these are, like your husband pointed out, a little more. They're just regular, like, what is this, Morgan?
It's fine.
Pine.
Well, they look nice, don't they?
Yeah, and they were more, but he gave me a better idea. I'd rather have cypress. Cypress works better because it never rots on you.
Uh-huh.
I
And
told her she lives in Dixie County. There's 14
I
cypress
thought
mills
they
over
were
there.
sold to like companies, large pieces, like large amounts. Is what
Right.
I'm saying. But I
Just
guess
tell them you represent a large company and you'd like some samples. 4 boards.
4 boards.
4 boards.
That's a good idea.
Yeah. All right. Awesome. Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
That was great.
Well, those are some pretty boards.
Yeah. And so then I'll screw the ends, make a box, you know. It'll be 4 feet by 2 feet.
Uh-huh.
And then I'm going to line the bottom because there's different things you can do for a raised bed. People have done like limbs to fill them up. I don't like that method. I've tried it. Cardboard on the bottom to keep all the weeds out.
Right.
I don't like that method either. I have tried them all up there.
Okay.
My favorite, I'm getting ready to try a new one, which is burlap. Burlap will they wrap around the root of a big tree.
Mm-hmm.
It suggests putting those down, help keep the moles out. So that's why I'm only making them 2 feet, because the piece of burlap that I bought, it was really inexpensive too online, was a roll of it.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to line that and then fill it with regular like topsoil, a mixture of organic soil and topsoil. And then plant my plants. And I've done well. I've grown tomatoes like this, cabbage and kale. I've done really well with raised beds with those things.
Very good.
And you plant marigolds in there with them
Uh-huh.
to help get rid of the above ground bugs because they don't like them.
That's a good tip.
Yeah.
Okay, what are you going to plant in these raised beds? What?
I'm going to put my tomatoes. I've got some squash to put in them and some kale right now.
Kale?
I love kale. Oh my God.
Yeah,
Curly kale I've got in here. Kale and is it another name for it? It's like elephant kale, whatever. It looks kind of like a long leaf and it looks kind of rough and heavier than regular curly kale.
Mm-hmm.
Just got curlies around their little leaves. But I like either one. They all taste the same to me.
Very good.
And it's good for you.
Very good.
Yeah. So
Wow.
anyway, anything else I want to put in there? Then once that rotates out, you can do a different crop. So you need to rotate your crops every year. So I could put the tomatoes in the opposite of the one I used to put the cabbage or kale in
Oh,
the
very
next
good.
year. But you still put more soil in, additional, soil just to kind of build it back up.
And what kind of soil are you going to put in?
I buy an organic soil I buy Black Cow, which is phenomenal stuff. It's awesome for tomatoes because tomatoes like acidic soil. And but the Black Cow has worked well mixed with a organic compost type soil that you mix all together. I just kind of make my own.
Mm-hmm.
So
Any other tips you can give us for raised beds?
well, I also have what is that one? 1-inch PVC pipe. Okay, It's not very big. And I take and put these little metal things that they can go in on the side, and so it hoops over the raised beds. I can send you a picture of mine. I just saw those yesterday.
Okay.
And at that point, you can then use bird netting over top to keep, like I had chickens free ranging before, but that would keep birds out of it. It would also allow the bees and all the good the pollinators to come in if they need to, but it won't, the birds and other animals and chickens, things like that can't get to your plants. Also, if it turns winter and you're growing a more winter crop, you can take plastic sheeting and put over it to help protect them.
Oh.
And you're not, your soil, and you actually, because those pull out really easy. So I kept all those from up there. They're in storage in Huntsville right now, but oh well. It's like a little clamp that holds them in on the sides. So it makes like a U over top of them.
And what kind of clamps are we talking about?
They're a PVC clamp, actually.
Oh,
you can buy.
okay.
Lowe's got them. They come with a whole bag. And you buy it according to the size of your PVC pipe.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So.
All right. Well, if you send that picture, then I can add that to my. You can do it in a little while.
I'll do it.
But
I can't see out here.
let's see, because Destiny is doing the raised beds and stuff. She loves gardening.
Yeah. Aw.
She really
I know,
does.
bless her heart.
So, and I'm sure all my viewers here will enjoy these tips that you're telling me.
If they haven't already learned themselves.
Yes.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of people that will want to know and stuff.
Yeah. You don't have to do a huge one. I mean, start out small. That's where I think a lot of people mentally, and I grow in a tomato now in a bed like this. I grow what they call a determinate tomato. Indeterminate means it gets huge. A determinate stays a certain level. So I like growing Roma tomatoes, and that's what I like putting up. I just happen to like them a lot.
Right.
So it depends on the tomato you like. But I bought some that are determinates so that they stay a certain, they don't like get out of hand for you. They'll get tall, but they won't get out of hand for you. But
right.
I put a little bit of fertilizer in. Not a whole lot, just on the top, sprinkle it on the top so when it rains. You can also put straw on top of that when they're to hold moisture in here in Florida.
Right.
Up there I didn't have as much trouble.
And when she's saying up there, she's talking about
Tennessee.
in Tennessee.
Yeah.
This is my friend Elaine that the video I put out on canning. And this who we're talking to, and she just don't like to be on. She don't like to show her face, but she has a lot of tips, and so that's why I'm interviewing her right now. But she's got a lot of pointers and a
lot of learning over the last several years of what I do and don't like to do. But, but everybody does them different. You go out online and you'll find all kinds of people on YouTube doing different things.
Right.
I like simple. I don't. I got too complicated, but then I like simple.
Simple. So, well, simple's always easier, I think. That's with my crafts and stuff. I like simple.
I don't want to get, and you don't feel like you have to grow everything at one time, because you can buy from other farmers. And I think that's where we can help each other out. If you know who's growing potatoes, and you want to put up potatoes, you buy some from them, and help them, and then they'll buy maybe some tomatoes or whatever from you. And I grew some purple cabbage because I love purple cabbage, but the bugs don't like it as well. So I was like, okay, I'll do that.
Right.
So
you want to tell about how to do potatoes, because
I'm learning. No, potatoes I have not mastered.
Well,
now
this was funny because Destiny was going to put a whole potato in the ground, and her papa told her just to cut the eye out and put it in.
Well, you could do that. I actually cut out just the top that has a couple of the eyes.
Yes.
Turn it upside down, put it in water. It will root. And then it will, or do that way. No, never mind. They'll put it down in that way. I rooted them. You want to root them first. I was just talking to, she suggested using, my granddaughter, she took tires, 3 tires, and put the potatoes in there with a loose soil, very loose, and some straw. And she had a whole harvest of it. And then the lady I was just talking to said, and I've seen this, other people recommend it, to just take a spot on the ground and loom up the soil, basically dig it up, make it really loose, like she suggested, like compost and some bits of like wood and mulch.
Mulch.
Is what? Yeah, mulch. And sorry, I can't think. But she
Well, like I
suggested
got
that.
those leaves out there at the.
Yeah, that would mix all that
Yeah,
in. You can mix that in.
Yeah.
And some
all these-
straw. And just as long as that all stays loose, she says that they'll grow better. So I'm going to try. I will try again. I've tried growing potatoes in a grow bag. No, I didn't do well. So, but some people do. It's just, you know, it's just what you want to do with them. But anyway, and I might keep one of these raised beds to grow asparagus again. I had some asparagus planted up there. That is something that when you put it in a bed, it will last up to 20 years. It will die back, but it will come back every year.
Didn't know
A
that.
lot of people don't know that, and that's a plant that's a long term. I had to leave the ones in Tennessee that I had
I
planted.
love asparagus.
I know, I do too. And I was doing well anyway, but
Well, we really do appreciate your tips and, you know, talking with us and all, because my viewers really love to.
well, you'll have to get the raised beds all up. I'll let you know.
Oh, my viewers will love that. Yes, we will have to do that.
Yeah.
Well, y'all hear this. Oh, and if y'all have any tips, just leave it in the comment. Let me see if I can't see y'all here. Okay. If y'all have any tips, leave it in the comment and tell us some of your tips and stuff. But we enjoy the fact that you came along with us today, and appreciate my friend Elaine for stopping by and giving us all these great tips and all. And as always, y'all have a blessed day, and I love y'all. And don't forget to hit the like and subscribe and share the videos. Love y'all. Mwah!